Happy Spooktober, Gary. You're back at us again with another video.
I am.
So, you watched The Conjuring in the last video. We didn't do a video, but you watched it. Just little thoughts on that film?
I enjoyed it, actually. Yeah, it was... it's a fun film.
Yeah.
Reminded me of Stand By Me, and I like Stand By Me, so
yeah,
I enjoyed it.
So we're going to do it again. Myself and I'm going to show Gary a horror film. In Gary's trip into being a horror, just generally just a trip into going to watching horror films more. And it's only me with Gary. Sophie's upstairs. She's sleeping or trying to. So we are on Netflix and we are going to watch Creep.
I thought I was going to Cloverfield.
No, Creep. Literally just on the fly choice there. No real plans. We were trying to. I'll mute that now. We've been filming something that's super secret. So we thought, we had a bit of break. So I thought I'd show Gary a horror film. May as well try and make more content. So we're going to watch Creep, Gary. Do you have any expectations going into Creep?
Never heard of it. Well, I've heard of Creep, but I've never seen it. I've never seen nothing about it. Okay. I don't even know what it's about, apart from the Netflix description.
Okay, then.
That's all I've seen there.
We will see you in about, how long was it? It was like an hour and 17 minutes. We'll see you in 77 minutes. So we'll see you right after Gary. What was it at? Gary, see the film. Give the camera a high five, Gary. So, Gary, you've just finished watching Creep for the first time. In this ever development of your horror film journey. What did you think of Creep?
Do you know what? I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Even though it's really low budget, I mean really low. I tell you what, stuff what we would make.
It's stuff that we could make now. That's like stuff like...
Exactly, yeah. I felt it was like a totally different... Like, obviously, you get horrors these days. But I felt like this was a bit more different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it was different. I was just the way... I don't know. It wasn't really scary. It was mainly the jump scares.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it was... Well...
By the way, we might be talking minor spoilers. We'll probably end up talking spoilers about Creep. So if you haven't seen Creep, check it out because it's on Netflix right now. So go for it. Yeah, I think it's mainly like the atmosphere like they try to build on more. Yeah, so
there's no music and like most horrors these days.
It's found footage, so yeah.
Yeah. And most horrors these days use music to like scare you.
Mm-hmm.
But this didn't use no music, so there's literally no music throughout the film apart from like the end, the credits.
Yeah.
The credits. But yeah, it's a totally different way movies get made these days.
Yeah, you hear about like the independent way of making films, but I think that's like one of the most the most independent way you could make a film, I think, is doing it like this film. What did you think of like the performances?
Performance was really good. I really enjoyed it because Mark Duplass, the guy who played
Joseph.
Yeah, I felt he was very unnerving. Obviously, he's an unnerving. Well, he's spoilers. He's a very unnerving character.
Mm-hmm.
For many reasons.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think his performance was mint because I didn't I don't know. I didn't know. Like, at first, I thought he was like just a normal guy. Like, he's just an average person. You see on the street, and you obviously don't expect that with that character. What happens?
Yeah.
So yeah, and I obviously like the Patrick Bryce as well.
Who also directed the film.
Yeah, he also directed. There's only 2 cast members in this film, so that's astounding, to be honest.
Yeah.
Try to make one of these.
We could make a Creep type film if we went over to like Centre Parks.
Do it. Next time we go to Centre Parks.
we can do we could make a film like this. That's why I like this film. In all honesty, like I think I enjoy the performances and I enjoy like the fact it's like an hour and 17 minutes as well. Yeah. It's like it makes for a good watch. I think and it's like
very good watch.
It makes for a good little watch. I like the pacing. I like but like the main reason why I like really like it is because it's like of like in a similar way how I like Following, in the way of like like Christopher Nolan's first film, is because it's like it's so like I could do something like that.
Yeah.
Like that's like that's how I feel towards this film, where it's like I could do that. I can make a film like that. And the fact that this film got picked up by Blumhouse as well, which is like one of the biggest like horror distributors right now. Anyway,
they would have got so much profit doing this film.
I don't know what the box office was like with this film.
I would imagine it being a bit slow, but I think I might have like.
It definitely made its profit back. I know.
Oh, definitely. All you need to do is buy a camera, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And the fact it's also, it clearly made enough money and enough people saw it because they made a sequel, which is also on Netflix as well, which I really like as well. That could be another.
Is that the same characters? Well, the same character.
It's Mark Duplass still doing it, and Patrick Bryce is still directing it.
Aye.
And it's
I've done a cliffhanger, didn't it? Spoilers.
Well, yeah, we're talking spoilers. It introduced the concept of him, like, clearly with more tapes. So he clearly does this
all the time.
Yeah, so yeah. So overall, Gary, what overall thoughts on Creep?
I enjoyed it. I think a slasher film and I like slasher films.
Yeah. Would you say you favour more to the slasher genre in terms of horror?
The slasher genre, because I liked Halloween.
Yeah.
I loved Halloween, actually. Not liked.
Yeah.
Watched it last night. What was I saying?
Just overall.
Yeah, I like slasher films and I like Halloween and I like Creep.
Mm-hmm. Which I get, like Creep, it could be categorised within the slasher genre, I guess, in a sense. It's a very unconventional slasher. Very like...
Yeah, it's like borderline, isn't it, I would say.
Yeah. So Gary, out of 5 spoopy ghosts, how much would you give Creep?
4.5.
4.5 out of 5 spoopy ghosts.
I didn't find it... No, hang on, I didn't really find it that scary.
It doesn't necessarily mean scary, it just means like...
Yeah, 4.5.
4.5, you can go 4.5 spoopy ghosts.
Overall filmmaking, acting, performance.
Yeah.
Acting, performance. The same thing.
I would give this 4 spoopy ghosts. I would borderline 4.5, but I would, for the most part, go 4 just like as like a... But yeah, it's one of my favourite recent horror films. I think it's underrated, but I also think it's like... It's underrated even for me, because I almost forget about it sometimes, and then I remember it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that was... I love that film. I love Creep. And Creep 2, I think... Creep 2, the sequel, I'm not going to say anything at all, because again, that like you haven't seen it, and I get it. That's another film where it's like knowing nothing about it's really good going into it. Creep 2, I like just as much, if not a bit more, than the first Creep. So yeah, that was a spontaneous
Pretty much, yeah.
Spooktober video. Didn't really have any plans to do another showing Gary a horror film within this Spooktober, but we thought, why not?
Yeah.
We got you round. We've been filming again, super secret at the moment. But yeah, and Gary. Boo! Do you have a drink?
I do, yeah.
Go on, let's cheers. Let's cheers the. Let's cheers to creep.
Cheers to creep. Cheers, creep.